Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? This is Toddzilla again with Joe's Out of War Clan. Fresh off our victory against Swole Team 6. You can take a peek at the war results there. Only 86.9% destruction from us this war. We're running kind of a couple new lineups here, the last couple wars. So they've been a little bit closer than normal. I'm going to take a peek at a few attacks here that we had. We're going to look at Town Hall 7 on Town Hall 7, the IRS against your mom. Some action I would like to see there, the IRS against your mom. That sounds like quite the battle. And then I believe we're going to take a peek at some Town Hall 9s on Town Hall 9s, because those were the only other ones that we had that weren't drop-down attacks. I had a 3-star. Number 5, a 3-star from Ron Wiz Mexico, right at the very most clutch time. About 40 minutes left in the war. We're down by quite a few. After a abysmal start, he got us going with a 3-star on their number 2 on a very interesting base design. Very interesting base design for number 4 that Ron was able to attack, so we're going to take a peek at those. I'm going to first look at your mom getting 3-starred by the IRS. Quite the matchup there. You can see a G-Barch, I guess. Bunch of giants, bunch of wizards, and a bunch of giants, and then barbarians and archers. So in the clan castle, we have a baby dragon, does quite a bit of damage and has pretty tanky capabilities. So very smart idea when that is the case. Pull out the clan castle and then throw a bunch of distraction archers down and kind of blast it down with the higher DPS wizards there. So very smart attack there. This Town Hall 7 is a little bit low walls and everything's kind of clustered up in the middle there. Only 3 archer towers, and you can see a couple of them are very low level there. So low level cannons for Town Hall 7 as well. But you can see a couple wall breakers get into the wall there. Giants basically going through, steamrolling everything in that cluster base. So at Town Hall 7, especially on these lower end bases when they're cannons and archers aren't that high level, you could just run a bunch of giants in there to take those out right away, and then basically as those clear out all the defensive buildings, you come in behind it with all these wizards and the archers and barbarians. And the clan castle, you can see that maxed out little Valkyrie in there just plowing through those low walls, like one swing and a couple giants there just completely demolish that. So very smart attack strategy there for the low-end Town Hall 7. Everything was clustered up there, so the Giants had no... Didn't even use a heal. Let's just take a peek there. Look at how much stuff he had remaining, just because this was such a poor base design, so low level. This was Town Hall 7 on Town Hall 7, and you can see at the end, didn't even use a heal. Still had like 8 wizards left, I believe. A lot of troops left over. Completely destroyed this base. So not one heal used. 9 wizards left. 12 barbarians, 5 archers. So completely dominated. IRS. Your mom is definitely no match for the IRS in that matchup. And let's take a peek at these Town Hall 9s. We're going to look at some of these base designs. They did copy pretty much everything throughout their whole clan castle thing. So this is actually very similar to the base that I 3-starred. So their number 2, Mr. Shefar, got a 3-star in this one. We're going to take very similar, couple different attack strategies to get that done. So if you ever come across these in a particular war, just this end down here, is a little bit different on that base versus the one that Mr. Shefar. But basically this whole design here is almost the exact same, and we'll take a peek at those. And then we're going to take a peek at their number 3 and their number 4, I believe, had the exact same base design. 3 and 4. And then we're going to take a peek at number 7, I believe, also had the exact same base design right there. So they ran a lot of the very similar bases. And let's take a peek at how Ron Wiz got that done. That was one of the best attacks I've seen on this type of base. This is a crab base design, is actually what it's called. I might put out a video just specifically for taking out this crab base design, since this was such a beautiful 2 golems running a GoVaHo on this particular base. So wasn't exactly sure how that was going to go, and let's take a peek at how he does it. I'm just going to kind of outline where that clan castle is. Can't really get to it, so he decides not to necessarily worry about it. 1 golem there in the corner, and that triggers these 2 Teslas there, and then a few wizards behind it to take out a lot of that high hit point trash. And then he sends in this other golem on the right side there, gets the focus from the clan castle, which is a dragon and a baby dragon, and then opens up a wall over there and sends all his Valkyries into that little compartment over here. And meanwhile, this poison down CC that came out is being blasted down by the Archer Queen. And I believe a few wizards may have locked onto it at one point in there, but we have all the Valkyries going into this core. He throws a jump spell beautifully down. Can get into that section, that core here, and from there he can kind of take out everything else, or at least get the focus on it. And I believe once that happens, he comes in with his hogs to take out all these buildings up there. So you see the jump, Valkyrie's going in, they take out that Archer Queen, and here come the hogs. Once that started focusing, he brought hogs, and then from there his hogs take care of all those buildings up top, and in the core there, all those Valkyries are getting the job done. You can see the hogs kind of made their way in there. There was a giant bomb, and his hogs were very low. A good heal there at the very end. Everything damage-wise is just concentrated in the last few buildings, and he's still got a lot of hogs left. That heal kept a lot of them alive, and you can see a couple of them getting flinged off, but after that, just a cannon, and that we're completely done. And then after that, it's just 1 minute and 10 seconds of cleanup on this particular base. If he would have had one wizard left, fortunately, that was not the case. Still, it took him 2 minutes and 30 seconds to plow through this base. So it was very, very good run by Ron on this particular base. And yeah, it's just a very good job. I think I'm going to put out an actual video highlighting this particular attack alone, because this is a very popular base design at Town Hall 9. It's called a crab design, and it's anti-2-star, actually. It's very effective at particular attacks, especially when it tries to come up the gut there towards the clan castle. Just plenty of damage. Anti-2-star. A lot of people get 1 on it just so. Yeah, it's a very difficult base when the ability to get to both crossbow limited. Unless you're crossbows, you're not going to be able to get them with your troops. But problem is, coming in here, a lot of stuff will path all the way around. So that's why this base is very effective. It keeps people from getting into your town hall there. So you might get like 80% on it, but the town hall doesn't go down. So it's very pleasant surprise there, 3-star. Not one I felt confident 3-starring myself, so I was glad that Ron got that done. It was a very clutch moment too, being down by like 6 or 7 stars at the time. It really boosted us. So we're going to look at Mr. Shefar's attack here. He got us off the abysmal start and into the 3-star territory on the Town Hall 9, so I was very proud to see that from him. He's also running a GoVaHo, 3 heals, 1 jump. I use my Zilla method QueenWalk, or GoVaQueenWalk method there against my guy, and we'll see the difference there and how those got done. But let's take a peek at how he starts off here. Couple golems on the bottom, and there come the wall breakers. Bust into this big section here. I think his hopes were that he would trigger some double bombs that were down there, or at least one set of giant bombs. And from there he goes. So there's the 2 double bombs, sets those off. Got the heal and the jump there to get into the core with those high hit point buildings and those 2 crossbows. A couple poisons on the CC troops that are dragon and baby dragon. Those unfortunately did not get targeted by the archer queen, which would have helped take him down a little bit quicker. But the wizards did take him down, and after that he comes in kind of at that 90-degree angle to send in his hogs. There's the second heal on his hogs. First one was used on that kill squad as it jumped in and was kind of dealing with the clan castle troops there. But he does have that one golem that has not busted yet. The one from his CC, is that a normal one or is that one from the CC? Can't really tell, but there's 2 golems there. And then his golem is actually tanking up a lot of these buildings, kind of shooting at it, Teslas and everything. So the hogs kind of have free reign to get in there. A nice heal keeps them alive and kind of takes out these last few buildings. And I thought it was going to be very close. You could see there was about 15 seconds left. He had these trash buildings on the outside, and I thought he didn't have any archers left, but luckily he had those 3 archers to get rid of that. Otherwise he would not have 3-starred this particular base, because he had a lot of cleanup here to get through with his hogs. Only 2 hogs actually left at the very end there, so a lot of spring trap flung, and they kind of petered out at the end because of that. But you can see he still did get the 3 stars. And it's very nice attack from Mr. Shefar. Very difficult base actually to run a GoVaHo on, so I was very glad to see that he got that job done there. And we're going to take a peek at my method against the exact same base. Zilla method, GoVaQueenWalk here. Same idea, 3 buildings on the outside. I'm going to pause here actually. What I did first is archer up there to take out that archer queen there. And again, the idea with this particular attack is you want to start your queen on a corner and then kind of have her run down one side and take out all these buildings on that one side as it's going down. And whatever side you decide to go down, I typically do a 90-degree angle with my kill squad, which is a couple gold Valkyries, 7 wizards, just because I like having the extra few wizards for the CC troops. If I know that clan's running a lot of air defense, which most of them were running dragon, baby dragon in their CC, so I opted not to go with a wall breaker set to get in through this first wall. I figured I'd have enough Valkyries that would plow through very fast, and these buildings would all be distracted kind of on the golems. That my Valkyries really wouldn't be taking any damage from anything trying to get into this first set of wall. And once I was through that first set of wall, I could throw a jump down here to get into the core. And that was the kind of the general strategy. So with this GoVaQueenWalk Zilla method, you want to start the queen on a corner. Just have her work all the way down with 4 healers on her to keep her alive. Just make sure it's not anything that's going to get locked on by a crossbow. Make sure she's not going to pull a clan castle, and make sure she's not going to engage both of the royals or one of the royals with a couple of these buildings on her. So try to avoid 3 buildings or more at a time. The healers can't heal her through that much DPS, especially at a low level like mine, level 12. So there's the healers on her. Start her kind of going down that edge. Got that going up there. Here come my golems. And then from there, I want to use my wizards to kind of get rid of all these outside bases so my Valkyries don't run around the outside. I want them to come through right on this wizard tower, essentially. So I get the wizards out there to kind of take away all that trash and take away the option for the Valkyries, and I send them into that last building. And there's my clan castle. 3 max Valkyries, a max wizard, and a couple of max archers in there. Poison down the CC, get that jump spell down, and everything's kind of running amok in there. And I get the heal down to kind of keep everything alive. I was a little nervous about the dragon doing a lot of damage to my Valkyries, so I put that heel down right away there. They're inside that core. Here come the golems. And unfortunately, what happens, I put this second jump spell down. I wanted my golems to go from here, or excuse me, not my golems, but my Valkyries to go from the crossbow to this town hall and jump into this section and this section to take those out. But you'll see what actually happens. They take out that town hall, and these skeletons, I think, distract them a little bit. And from there, they decide to plow through this wall and take out this Tesla for some reason, rather than going over here, jumping in to where all these things are clustered up. I thought for sure they would path over there. They did not, but it didn't matter regardless. They bust through that wall pretty quick just because there's so many of them. And realizing that they went the wrong way and they're going to be tanking up a lot of this DPS in these other buildings. I was lucky that these archer tower didn't actually latch onto them. But they split two here to go around the outside a little bit. But they still get into this compartment and take that compartment out very quick. Queen's still out on the outside. They're taking out all the trash on the outside. And there they get through this base very quick. Getting very low. A couple of them, I think, die there from that double giant bomb. And then another double giant bomb set over here takes out these last 2 or 3 Valkyries that are left. Boom. Those guys are dead. But there's not much left to clean up here. Just 10 seconds worth. Last defensive building there is down. And the last 2 buildings here, 98% and 100. So that's another way to take out that particular base design, and that actually was a speed run. It was, 1 minute and 48 seconds to take that out with this GoVaQueenWalk method. This is actually a very slow attack. Generally, I typically get 2.5 minutes to 2 minutes and second 3 stars on this. So even though the Valkyries did kind of wing around where I didn't want them to, it didn't really matter. I plowed through this base super fast. So if you ever see this particular base design in any of your wars, like they ran it twice in this one, you can certainly feel free to use this attack. It buzzed through really fast. Use Mr. Shefar's GoVaHo. He had very fast there. Probably would have been a lot faster run for him had he not run into so many traps with his hogs. But with that being said, that's the video for this particular update. Couple Town Hall 9s taking out Town Hall 9s. You saw GoVaHo attacks. You saw GoVaQueenWalks at Town Hall 9. Very effective there. And we saw Town Hall 7 on Town Hall 7, taking that out as well. So we're an average clan. I'm going to tell you why you need to subscribe to our channel. We have over a 90% win rate on our clan. Not overall. You can see 167 to 75. That used to be around 100 to 70. 100 wins, 70 losses. We've only had 5 or 6 losses here in the last, we've had 1, 2, 4, 5 losses. 5 losses in the last 60 or 61 wars now. So that's over a 90% win percentage. As you can see, we used to suck. We were only 170 at one point, barely just over 50% win percentage. Now we win 90% of our wars, and we post all of our 3-star videos. Like I said, we're just an average clan. We suck, now we're good. And if you want to see how an average clan can get it done, 90% win percentage, we post our 3-star attacks. Not super, super strategies. A lot of these are very common bases that we attack, and we show you how to get it done. So if that's what you're interested in, 90% win percentage from your clan, tell your clanmates to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to yourself as well. We put out 3-star videos from every single war and you want to subscribe so you latest and greatest attacks and the latest and greatest bases that we 3-starred. Thanks for watching. Until next video, which will probably be the Ron Wiz attack on number 4. I want to highlight that because that's a crab base. That's actually a very common base at Town 9. Anti 2-star really. It's just meant to get 1 star, and it's very well designed. So I want to highlight that in greater detail and how to get that base 3-starred and what he did in order to do that. Is very, very good attack strategy there. So I'll see you on that video the next time. Again, thanks for watching. This is Toddzilla for Joe's Auto War Clan, signing out.